He used to wake up, already tired. Not the kind of tired sleep could fix. The deeper kind that sat in his chest like a weight. He was an anthropomorphic cat, broad and overweight. Fur dull from too many nights spent staring at ceilings instead of dreams. His apartment was small, not messy, just quiet, too quiet. The kind of quiet that reminds you no one is waiting for you anywhere. Once someone had, she used to sit on the edge of the bed in the mornings, tying her shoes while he pretended to sleep. Back then, he believed that love meant staying, even when things got hard. He was wrong. Life had been unkind before her, and it didn't soften after. Jobs slipped through his paws. Interviews ended with polite smiles that meant no bills stacked up. His confidence shrank while his body grew heavier, each meal less about hunger and more about forgetting. He noticed when her tone changed. She stopped asking how his day was, stopped touching him without reason, stopped believing. She started calling him a loser, not shouting it, not angrily. Worse, casually, like a fact. "You're not trying," she'd say, scrolling her phone. "You're just stuck." He wanted to scream that he was trying just to breathe some days, but the words never came out right. So he stayed silent, and silence slowly became their language. Then came the night that broke something permanently. They were at a small gathering, friends' laughter, music too loud. He stood near the wall, nursing a drink he didn't want, watching her laugh across the room, with him, another cat, leaner, sharper, confident in a way that came from never having doubted himself. At first, he told himself he was imagining it. The way she leaned closer, the way her laugh softened, the way her paw rested on his arm. Then she kissed him, not secretly, not by accident. Right there, right in front of him. The room didn't explode. No one gasped. Life didn't pause for his pain. That's what hurt most. She looked at him afterward, not guilty, not cruel, just relieved. "I can't keep waiting for you to become someone else," she said. "I deserve more." And then she left. No argument, no explanation, just gone. He walked home alone that night, past streetlights, past couples, past reflections in dark windows that he avoided looking at. When he finally sat on the floor of his apartment, back against the couch, he didn't cry loudly. He just sat there, chest tight, eyes burning, wondering how someone could leave you while you were already drowning and still think they were the victim. Days passed, then weeks. Time didn't heal him. It just kept moving without asking permission. He stopped answering calls, stopped checking messages, stopped pretending he was okay. Food became routine. Sleep came in short, broken pieces. Some mornings he thought, if this is all life is now, I don't want it. But something strange happened. One morning, he woke up and didn't hate himself more than usual. It wasn't hope, just less hate. He stood in front of the mirror, shirtless, staring at the body he'd spent years punishing with shame. And for the first time, instead of insults, he asked a quiet question. What if I don't leave myself to that? Question didn't fix anything, but it cracked something open. He didn't transform overnight. There was no dramatic music, no sudden discipline, just small decisions that felt pointless at first. He started walking in the mornings, slowly, around the block, sometimes only halfway before turning back. He chose water over soda. Not always, just sometimes. He went to a gym and stood inside for 5 full minutes before leaving. The next day he stayed 10. No one clapped, no one noticed, and that was okay. Progress was ugly, sweaty, embarrassing. Some days he quit early. Some days he wanted to quit forever. But he kept one promise. I'll come back tomorrow. Weeks turned into months. His body changed, but not the way movies show. The weight came off slowly, painfully. What changed faster was his posture, his eyes, the way he spoke to himself. He stopped calling himself names, stopped apologizing for existing, stopped measuring his worth by who stayed. One evening, while walking home, he passed a cafe window and didn't recognize the cat staring back at him at first. Same fur, same scars, but steadier, alive. Then fate tested him. He saw her again. She was laughing outside a restaurant, arm linked with the same cat from before. She looked fine, happy even. She noticed him. Her smile faltered, then returned, polite and easy, like nothing had happened. She stepped closer. "Hey," she said softly, "you look good." He nodded. No anger surged, no desire to prove anything, just clarity. "Take care," he said, and he walked away. His heart didn't race, his chest didn't ache, because the moment passed and he didn't chase it. That night, sitting alone in his apartment, he realized something important. He wasn't healed because life became kind. He was healed because he stopped abandoning himself every time someone else did. Months later, his life looked simple, not perfect, not glamorous, but real. He had a routine, a purpose, friends who respected him. He smiled more quiet smiles that didn't need approval. And one day, without forcing it, someone new entered his life. She didn't save him, didn't fix him. She met him where he stood. Strong, not because he was impressive, but because he was honest. When she held his hand, he didn't cling. When she looked into his eyes, he didn't doubt, because he already knew who he was. A cat who fell. A cat who stayed down longer than he should have. A cat who stood back up not to prove anyone wrong, but to finally stay alive. Redemption isn't becoming better than the people who hurt you. It's becoming someone you refuse to abandon.